guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be explaining what a mock-up is, and after that, show you guys how to make one yourself. Super exciting. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the little bell next to the subscribe button to get notified of all my future uploads. Alright, let's get started. So what is a mock-up? A mock-up is a type of model that can be used for various purposes. But when being used within interior design, it's most commonly used as a physical or digital prototype for what a full-scale version would look like. Simply put, it's like rearranging furniture without lifting a finger. You can also create several mock-ups to compare and much easier see which combination of furniture and decor fits the best together. In this video, I will be showing you how to create a board that will show a mini format of a furniture proposal. You might have a hard time to kind of picture how a mock-up looks like, but in a few minutes it will be much easier to understand, and also how useful it can be in the design career or if you want to try to make one yourself for your own home. I'm going to give you some helpful tips before I start with the tutorial. So PowerPoint is the best program to make mock-ups. You can use Word if you want to, but I find that PowerPoint is the easiest because it will give you the helpful lines, and that will make the process a lot quicker. You're gonna see those helpful lines as I'm doing the flooring and wallpaper in just a minute. And then what I usually do is that I take out all of the furniture, the flooring and walls ahead of time, so I don't have to look up objects as I work on the mock-up. It's always better to do that before you get started, because it will just save you so much more time during the process of making one. I will just save it in a folder, and that way it's all together at the same place and a lot easier to find it as well. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that when you do save pictures, make sure that they are JPEG file or PNG file. Also try to save pictures that are bigger in size, because that is going to come out much more clear on the board. If the picture is too small, it's going to just end up looking blurry. The last thing that I wanted to say is that when you are saving the flooring and wallpaper, make sure that you save those as seamless texture. And I'm going to show you why during the tutorial. Alright, let's start. Alright guys, so here we are at PowerPoint, and this is the flooring that I'm looking for. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make it smaller. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then what I am going to do is I will place it right here in the corner. As you can see, when it's being placed in the corner, it will give me helpful guided lines. And this is why I found that using PowerPoint is much easier compared to Word. So what I will do is copy and paste, and it will give me another one. And what you're going to see here once again, it's giving me the helpful lines. And so I make sure that I place it right next to the other piece. And what you're going to notice here is that it looks like one whole piece. It's not going to look cut or chopped off. And that's why I save them as seamless textures. And this goes for both the floor and the wallpaper. I'm going to continue copy and paste all the way until I get to the end. Usually when I make mock-ups, I like most of the board to be flooring compared to a wall, and this is because it's going to give me enough space to put all my furniture and decorations on the flooring. They won't go on the wall, so that's why I want to give myself enough space for this. I'll probably put the flooring up here and then the rest wallpaper, but I'll show you in just a minute. Now when you get here to the corner, I'll just do that, and then the last piece I'll crop and make sure that it is right about there. Okay, so there you have it, but we need more flooring. So an easy trick that I can do is copy and paste all the pieces and just move them up at the same time, and that's going to save you a lot of time. Alright, so let's go to the wallpaper. So again, we're going to go insert and device. Alright, and then this is the wallpaper that I am going to use. And as you can see, it is huge, so I'm going to make it smaller, and I'm probably going to do, that looks pretty good, I think so. Alright, So I'm gonna move fast forward because it's the same steps as when I did the flooring. So now when we have the flooring and wallpaper, you can see that the flooring did not turn out the way that I thought. It looks slightly cut off, but it won't do that much since a lot of furniture and objects will be placed on top of it, so you won't really notice it. But when looking at the wallpaper, this is exactly how you want it to look like. It's a perfect example of a seamless texture where one piece ends, the next piece placed either on top, bottom, or side of the other piece will just continue its pattern. Okay, so now it's time to bring in the furniture. So same thing, insert, and I'm gonna use this sofa right here. So this is what you're gonna notice when you're copying furniture from the internet. It's gonna have the sofa, but also the background that's usually white, but we don't want the background. So how do we remove it? Make sure that you're in picture format and that you are clicking on the furniture that you're working on. And then you will go to remove background. And this is going to remove the white background. But here you can still see that it's still a pinkish color, meaning that if I click out of this, it's gonna be cut. And this is definitely not what we're looking for. So let's go back in. Go back to remove background and mark areas to keep. You also have options here to mark areas to remove, discard changes, and then keep changes. But now we will use mark areas to keep. We will get this little pencil, and what we'll do is draw where it's pink, and what this will do is reveal more of the sofa, exactly what we want. All right, let's add a little bit more here and here. But here we notice a white background that we want to remove. So we will click on mark areas to remove. So we will click on it and it immediately went away. So this picture was a friendly one. Some pictures can take a lot longer to fix, but we were lucky this time. All right, let's keep changes. So now it's all nicely cut out, and then we drag to adjust the size that we want. A little bit smaller, right about this. I'm gonna place some other stuff here later. So that's why I'm moving it a little bit more to the right. All right, let's continue inserting more furniture. I am going to put this chair here. All right, so the same thing, remove background, areas to keep, and keep clicking until you have the whole chair cut out. This chair I want a little bit bigger because I'm gonna place it here in this corner, and it will make the illusion of that it's actually closer to us. So you get the idea now of how to insert furniture and how to remove the background. So what I'm gonna do is move fast forward, so keep watching, guys. All right, one thing that I wanted to show you here, let's say you place this here and you see that this room divider is actually in front of the chair and we want it behind the chair. So what do? Well, you want to go over here. It says bring forward and send backward. So these two you can use when this happens, and you want an object either behind or in front of another object. So what I'm gonna do is click here, send backward, and I will keep clicking until it's being placed behind the chair, just like we want. So if you ever wonder how to do that, now you know. But I'm gonna continue. I only have a few more items, and then you will see the final result. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you, if you ever need to rotate an object, you have this little round circle here. So you will just click it and then turn it. And this is going to be placed literally behind everything. But let me just make it a little bit smaller. And I am going to place it right about there. So again, we will use the send backward button until we get it where we want. All right, there we have it. All right guys, I'm pretty happy with this. This is the final result of my mock-up. The great thing with mock-ups is that you can do several mock-ups. Let's say you're working on a room and you just want to get the feel or a combination of different furnitures and textures. So by doing a mock-up, it's gonna be easier for you to see and to visualize your idea. I think mock-ups is a great tool and a great way to show your customers, your clients. So yeah, I hope that you liked the video. I hope you found it useful. And if you have any questions or comments, you can always put them down below. I'll be glad to help you. All right guys, this is all that I have for this video. I did list all of the furniture and objects that I used for this mock-up in the description, if you're interested in using any of them. I appreciate you all so much for watching as always. Love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.